Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me and see me clearly. Please write yes in the chat if you can hear me and see me clearly. Great. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation, guys. We will be starting the session soon. Let's just wait for Nikun sir to join in and then we are good to go. Tomorrow we have a holiday. That's why we have a Nifty expiry today. For this morning session, as I mentioned, we have Nikunj Patwasta with us. We'll start the session with the quick market strategy trade we have. Then we'll move towards some stock queries and intraday or CDA trade for the day. Good morning, Nikunj sir. I hope you can hear me clearly. Yes, sir, you're clearly audible. Your screen is visible. We can see you as well. And we are good to go, sir. You will start the session.
Yeah. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning session for today being the weekly expiry of Nifty. Since we have a holiday tomorrow, trading holiday tomorrow. So start the market say again. Yesterday we saw that there were further tariffs announced on China by the US President Donald Trump. तो थोड़ा सा corrective move आया है again from the highs. The Dow and the US markets were trading almost 2-3% higher, but they closed on a negative note. And likewise, it has trickled to our domestic market as well, Asian markets are mixed. We are also trading percent on Bank Nifty relatively positively, but better place than Nifty. But as of now, Nifty is holding yesterday's low, that is 22,270. So कल का एक major move आया था after the corrective move from Monday. Sharp gap down था, कल pullback था again, and आज we have seen a 100-point down tick. But as of now, I think we would consolidate more than correct more. I think consolidative move रहेगा, but intraday volatility would be high because India VIX has risen almost to 21 levels. So which is why volatile swings would be there. And level wise बात करें तो Nifty में 22,222 या 22,300. This is the support for the day, which is yesterday's low 22,350. If we break that, then we could see further correcting move towards 22,222 and 22,100 likewise. While on the upside, the hurdle is there at 22,550 and 22,600. तो ये 300-400 पॉइंट का रेंज रहेगा for today's weekly expiry. कल का लो 22,350 will be very crucial. So can we hold that? I think ये 200 पॉइंट के मूव 200-300 पॉइंट की रेंज में you will see volatile swings on either side. So आपका position sizing should be accordingly, and I think put option and call option थोड़ा सा we have to be very careful with regards to the option buying or selling that we do because VIX has spiked. So as of now, if we see Nifty 20,400 के आसपास है, नीचे में 22,222 support, 350 is yesterday's low, so that would be very important. And ऊपर में 22,550 and 600 are the immediate hurdle points. So अगर Nifty से Bank Nifty के बारे में बात करें तो Bank Nifty is relatively better off, but नीचे में जो कल का pullback move था, तो I think अभी एक consolidative move रहेगा because एक sharp down के बाद कल थोड़ा सा pullback आया है, and we are holding above 50,250. So 50,250 and 50,000 are the immediate support for Bank Nifty. This is purely for today, and on Friday is the remainder of this week. अगर 50,000 के नीचे जाता है, then we could see some further corrective move towards 49,500 and 49,250. But as of now, till we hold 50,250 and 50,000, we would see this range bound move towards from 50,000 to 50,800 and 900 on the higher side. So rate sensitive index is better off than Nifty as of now, and holding 50,000, which is a psychological level for Bank Nifty. So जब तक 50,000 and 50,050 के ऊपर है, we could see this consolidative move, and ऊपर में hurdle है 50,750 and 50,900 and 51,000 के आसपास. आज important event है on the domestic front, as we all know, today is a bi-monthly RBI policy outcome. So 10 a.m. would be the outcome wherein what they announce with regards to the repo rate or reverse repo rate. As of now, the 25 basis point is what the expectation is, that there will be some 25 basis cut in the repo rate. That is the expectation that the market has built in. So let's see how and what the RBI governor announces post the 10 a.m. when the policy meet will start. So as of now, level wise, again I'll repeat, Bank Nifty 50,000 to 50 support levels at 50,000 are the immediate support. If we break 50,000, then we could see some corrective move towards 49,750, 49,500. ऊपर में 50,750 and 900 are the immediate resistance point. And अगर stocks की कल भी हमने देखा कि crude has corrected and we have seen sharp correction in crude oil prices, so which is a bit positive for the Indian what is it, जिसका crude एक derivative होता है, that is a bit positive for those companies, be it the oil marketing companies like HP, PCL, even for that matter Indigo. I think on Monday we did share Indigo today, so Indigo can do well. If we see on the charts, I think Indigo is at a steady and lifetime high, and I think if we hold above, till it hold above 5,100, I think 5,100 stock say the stock may continue its up move towards 50 to 50 and 5,300 on the higher side. So जो जिसका crude है derivative है, that those sectors may do well, which is the paint sector, be it Deutsche Paint or Asian Paint. Indigo again, to almost 60-70% of the cost is the fuel cost. So I think crude correcting is positive for Indigo. Even oil marketing companies such as HPCL, BPCL, those stocks can do well. I think Castrol is one stock that you can focus again. It's a crude derivative thing. So जब तक 185, 187 के support से I think you can look into Castrol. ऊपर में 205 and 210 के target के लिए Castrol अगर किसी को positional idea लेना है, तो I think Castrol is one stock that we should focus on in this volatile market. Keep support of 185 and you can look for target towards 205 and 210 on the higher side. So Castrol is one stock that you can focus for 1 day or 2 day idea, wherein the stock has corrected, and I think falling crude is positive for the lubricant sector as well. So Castrol is a major player in this lubrication business. So I think the stock has found support near its previous demand zone, that is 190 के आसपास. So 187, 185 के support से look for 205 and 210 on the higher side on Castrol. So I think Castrol is one idea that we should focus on. Even Bajaj Finance is one stock. I think we have initiated one CD idea yesterday, and I think from all the NBFCs, I think Bajaj Finance has outperformed, and after again has seen pullback move from its previous demand zone near 8,300, 8,500, and gap up के बाद आज थोड़ा सा follow action है. But I think 8,600, 8,650 के support से you can look for positional target towards 8,900 and 9,000 on the higher side for Bajaj Finance. So these are positional 1-2 weeks के idea के person ले सकते हैं. तो market में volatility बनी रहेगी, but जो sector outperform कर रहा है, जैसे Indigo है, which is at all-time high levels, and wherein the market is almost 10-15% lower from the all-time high. So ये relative outperformance देखा गया है Indigo, and falling crude again is adding fuel to the fire in the Indigo. So I think Indigo is one stock which can do well. Bajaj Finance can do well. Even for that matter, Castrol is one stock that can do well. So I think stock specific and जो relatively outperform कर रहा है market and the money is chasing the stock, वो stock के साथ रहेंगे, then there will be higher probability of you making money in this falling market as well. So I think these stocks you can focus on. कोई और intraday setup रहेगा, so we'll definitely share the same with regards to any stock intraday or positional idea. As of now, Bajaj Finance is one stock, which is our CDI idea. I think we can look for 8,900 on the 8,950, 9,000 on the higher end in Bajaj Finance. Castrol again 185 के support से you can look for 205 and 210 on the higher side. Indigo likewise, I think we had shared on Monday. You can continue to trail your stop loss on the higher side and look for 300 on the high side in Indigo. So these are the stocks. I think अगर किसी को intraday trade भी करना है, I think Castrol is one stock you can do intraday as well. Positional another positional भी कर सकते हैं, but intraday भी कर सकते हैं. Purely intraday अगर किसी को होना है, तो 190 के support से look for 201 के target के लिए, 200 and 201 के target. But positionally, I think it can do well. तो 205 210 के target के लिए Castrol किसी को लेना है, तो they should consider Castrol as one of the ideas to for 1 week per se. So I think these are stocks. Key levels for Nifty again. I'll repeat 20,222, 20,350, 350 yesterday is low. The 350 के ऊपर है. I think 350 से 550 का एक range रहेगा in Nifty. And Bank Nifty में likewise 50,250 is support and 50,000 is the immediate support. These are the two supports. 50,000 is yesterday's low, round about 50,030 का low था, 50,000 round figure. तो अगर उसके नीचे जाता है, then we could see थोड़ा सा correct move. But as of now, it is holding 50,250. Then we could see this 500 point move and range bound move towards 50,250 to 50,850 on the highest. So these are the levels and that one should work with for the expiry per se. And yeah, I think we have shared the 3 levels and we also shared the stocks that you should focus on purely intraday. Castrol देख सकते हैं, positionally Castrol अच्छा लग रहा है, and Bajaj Finance is also looking good. So in this volatile market, there is always some opportunity in some of the other stocks or sectors. So I think those sectors can be looked at. Even for that matter, the FMCG is one index which has relatively outperformed the market, and during falling market, the low beta and defensive counters like FMCG usually do well. So कल almost FMCG index had seen a sharp move of 2% and RD almost 0.5% higher है. So I think Marico, Britannia, these are stocks one can focus on which are relatively doing better in the FMCG sector as a whole. So I think FMCG being a defensive counter can do well, and volatility would be high again. I'm repeating because India VIX has spiked, and we have an event at 10 a.m. which should start at 10 a.m. That is the RBI policy, and whatever they announce, I think the market is factoring rate cut of repo rate cut of 25 basis point. So देखते हैं क्या announcement आता है and how the market reacts post the outcome. So swings would be there. Be mindful of your stop losses if you're trading, and key levels को हमेशा ध्यान रखिए 50,250 Bank Nifty and 22,350 on the Nifty. So I think we have shared the levels and stock ideas. Sector जो एक flavor में है, FMCG is one sector that one should look at being a low beta and defensive counter wherever the market corrects. I think जो FMCG है, those stocks do generally do well. So those stocks can be looked at. Those stocks which has a positive impact because of the crude correction. So it is paying stocks. Even for that matter, Indigo is one stock. Oil marketing companies that can do well. And Bajaj Finance, which has been a rank outperform, even that stock is looking good. So I think we have shared a few stock ideas. Also share the levels and policy here to be mindful of the stop losses. In the meantime, अगर कोई और stock या समझ में आएगा, तो I think we can take that. And in the meantime, I think we can take few queries. अगर किसी की position कहीं अटकी हुई है, so we can definitely try and solve and help them navigate through this volatile and challenging market scenarios.
So please view 22,500 put bought at 163.
23,500 put.
Yeah.
Just a minute. I just check what is price putting. Bought at
163.
okay 163. आपके प्राइस से काफी लोअर है. I think 100 के सपोर्ट से होल्ड कीजिए. अगर 100 पे करेगा तो you have to exit your put option. But जब तक 100 के ऊपर ट्रेड कर रहा है, I think there is a chance that you may see a spot towards 160 levels. And level wise, हमेशा be mindful of the spot level that is. So जब तक 22,500 के नीचे है, I think there is a chance that you may see some profit in your put option. अगर 22,500 के ऊपर आ जाता है spot level में निफ्टी में, then I think you should exit your put option.
Sir, you mean Godrej Consumer?
I think Godrej Consumer again being an FMCG counter, so the stock has done well. It is making higher highs from last 3 days and it is on the verge of giving a breakout on the higher side. So I think अगर आपकी पोजीशन है तो 1190, 1180 के सपोर्ट से होल्ड कीजिए and closing about 1215 के ऊपर I think the stock can see further up move towards 1250. So I think 1180 को सपोर्ट से होल्ड कीजिए and look for 1250 on the higher side.
Sir, Tata Steel.
I think metal as a sector has seen a sharp correction. Even global metal commodity prices have corrected, and that is the main reason why all the metal stocks have been hit very hard. And there's this tariff war between, especially between US and China, is also not supporting the metal prices. So that is the reason why the all the metal stocks, BDL, Hinkopa, Tata Steel, those stocks have corrected. But as of now, I think correction के बाद अपने previous demand zone के पास तो आया है Tata Steel, which is 125. तो I think यहाँ से आपका अगर risk reward आप long कर रहे हैं तो I think it's a better risk reward. 120 के closing basis पे अगर 120 के नीचे closing basis पे close होता है, then you see further correction. I think अपने previous demand zone के पास है. So I think 120 to 125 is a very strong support. And तब तक ये hold कर रहा है, we do see थोड़ा सा pullback towards 135 and 136 on the higher side.
Vedanta.
I think Vedanta again same metal stock है, and we have seen थोड़ा सा corrective move in the global commodity prices, so which has not been supportive to the domestic metal and steel players. So same Vedanta, I just quickly check the levels. Same I think Vedanta अपना जो 360 is very crucial. अगर 360 के नीचे क्लोज आता है, I think the stock can correct further. अगर 360 hold करता है, then we could see थोड़ा सा pullback move towards 385 on the higher side. But the counter is weak, so be mindful. अगर long कर रहे हैं तो don't try to bottom fish in these metal stocks.
Sir, Mannapuram.
देखिए Mannapuram is relatively holding. I think ऊपर से थोड़ा correction आया, लेकिन relatively holding well. So I think weekly scale and monthly scale पे एक अच्छा breakout आया है. I think it has retested its breakout near 220 levels and is finding support near 220, 218 levels. तो जब तक 215 के नीचे closing नहीं आती, I think you should continue to be long in Mannapuram. Or you can see some move towards 235 to 40 on the higher side.
Sir, ONGC.
think ONGC falling crude is not too good for the upstream companies like ONGC and Oil India. So I think the stock has seen some corrective move. But नीचे में अपना सपोर्ट के पास है. I think 210, 205 का एक strong support है. I think जब तक 205 होल्ड कर रहा है, 210 होल्ड कर रहा है, I think you should continue to नीचे से एक थोड़ी सी पुल बैक है. तो 210 के सपोर्ट से होल्ड कीजिए. And अगर ऊपर आता है towards 230, I think you should try to exit and on bounces. So I think 230 के आसपास आता है, then trading position you should liquidate.
So your view on BDL?
So BDL I think कल का एक रेंज में है. कल मंडे के शार्प अपमूव के बाद एक वापस कंसोलिडेशन है. तो 1220, 1222 is very crucial support for BDL and ऊपर में 1300 is the hurdle. So I think 70 points का एक रेंज है in BDL. तो I think 1220 1222 के स्टॉप से होल्ड कीजिए. अगर 1300 के ऊपर जाता है then we could see further upward towards 1320 1330 as well. I think one stock which is from the FMCG sector can be looked at for purely intraday trade. I think that is Imami Limited. I think this again, as I shared the chart of FMCG index, which is relatively outperforming the other indexes. So FMCG में Imami is one stock which is quoting at 595. Can is purely and purely intraday trade. So 595 पे long कर सकते हैं. Keep a stop of 587, 585. And look for target towards 605, 606 and 610 on the higher side. So Imami being as the FMCG index is outperforming, so Imami is one stock from the same sector. In purely intraday trade, you can buy at 593, 595, keep a stock of 585 and look for target towards 605, 610, 610 on the higher side.
Sir, Indian hotels?
I think hospitality sector was doing good, and even for that matter, Indian hotel is also outperforming. But अपने previous demand zone के पास एक बार see the trend line. ये अपने lower band of the trend line के पास है, तो I think जब तक नीचे में 730 के नीचे 35 के नीचे क्लोजिंग नहीं आती, I think you should continue to be on the long side in Indian hotel. I think थोड़ा सा stability आएगी in the market, then we could see up move in Indian hotel towards 795, 810 on the higher side. So 735 के support से hold कीजिए, look for 790 on the higher side. थोड़ा सा low beta counter है, तो थोड़ा slow move रहेगा, but 735 के support से hold कीजिए.
Sir, NHPC?
NHPC एक रेंज बाउंड है. आई थिंक मंडे के फॉल के बाद वापस इट हैज स्टक इन दिस रेंज. नीचे में 80 का सपोर्ट है, ऊपर में 85, 88 का, 87 का, 85, 86 का रेजिस्टेंस है. शार्प अप मूव विल कम ओनली अबव क्लोजिंग अबव 85. अगर 85 के ऊपर क्लोजिंग आती है देन वी कुड सी अ मूव टुवर्ड्स 89 आल्सो. तो 81 के सपोर्ट से होल्ड कीजिए अगर लॉन्ग है तो, और 85 के ऊपर जाता है तो वी कुड ऐड योर पोजीशन इनटू इट and look for target towards 90 on the high side.
Dixon?
So Dixon is weak, making lower high, lower lows from last almost 2-3 months. From January, it is making swing lower lows and lower highs. And I think ऊपर में जब तक 13,600-700 के ऊपर क्लोजिंग नहीं आती, I think there is no negation as of now. तो ऊपर आता है तो I think you should continue. थोड़ा सा बाउंस आता है तो you exit your long position. नीचे में 12,500 and 12,200 are immediate support. 12,000 के नीचे क्लोजिंग आएगी, then we could see a very sharp fall in Dixon. So be mindful of 12,000 on the lower side. अगर 12,000 की क्लोजिंग आती है, we could see a corrective move towards 1150, 11,500 and 11,200 as well.
So you'll be on power grid.
I think power grid is relatively decent. चार्ट पे भी एक कंसोलिडेटिंग मूव है, थोड़ा सा लो बीटा काउंट है, तो it won't fall as much with the market which is positive in this volatile market. ये सब defensive counters में there is relatively safety. तो power grid नीचे में 285 287 का सपोर्ट है, ऊपर में अगर 300 के ऊपर क्लोज आती है then the stock can see a move towards 310 as well. तो 290 के स्टॉप से होल्ड कीजिए, look for 310 on the higher side.
And sir, this will be the last query for the day. Sale for intraday.
Okay, sale metal थोड़ा सा for the time being I think you can avoid, but अपने previous demand zone से आज ये तो आया, तो I think अगर purely intraday किसी को trade करना है तो 100.50 के स्टॉप से you can, अगर आपको ट्रेड करना है तो 100.50 के स्टॉप से होल्ड लॉन्ग करना है तो कर सकते हैं. Look for 104 on the higher side. तो 2 रुपीस का स्टॉप एंड 2.5 रुपीस का टारगेट अगर आपको लॉन्ग करना ही है तो इन सेल.
So guys, that will be all for today's morning session. See you guys again at 2:30 p.m. with Shivangi Sharda for our afternoon Nifty expiry session. So thank you everyone. Thank you Nikunj sir